So good morning, welcome to this this video about my daily routine. This is something I've been thinking about doing for a little while. And so yeah, I just want to take you with me today, show you a little bit my routine, talk through kind of how I plan and structure my day. So I usually wake up, or my alarm goes off at 5:20. I snooze once for just a 10-minute snooze, get up at 5:30, jump in the shower straight away, and I always finish on cold for about a minute. And this is something I've been doing for about the last 6 months or so. And I really like that because it's a really nice way of putting that discipline muscle to work straight away, doing something you don't really want to do, and it's a really nice feeling as well. I mean, after you get through the initial shock of that cold, it feels really good, wakes you up, and it's actually a really nice way to start the day. So then I come down here, make breakfast, get a coffee. I'm going to do 10 minutes of meditation using the Headspace app. This is Noah. He's our pirate cat. He's got one eye. He usually joins me for breakfast. So I'm going to start with 10 minutes of meditation. I do this probably 3-4 times a week. And again, it's just part of that morning routine, part of just getting my mind in the right place, getting focused for the day. Time for coffee. So the time it's 6:26. I've got my first appointment of the day at 6:30. Now, when customers go to my website to inquire to work with us, I do you can book a free introductory call to learn more about our services. Because I get booked up about a week in advance, if you don't want to wait the week, you can book a priority slot if there's one available. And so I quite like it because, again, I have to get up, I have to be here, be ready, on time, show up for this person. So it's a good motivator to kind of like start my day, make sure that I'm ready to go. So, gonna jump on this call now, talk to you in a bit. Hey, John.
Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you? So my sales call's done. It's actually ended a little bit early, so it's not quite 7 yet. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into my email. I know there's a lot of debate about whether to start your day with email or you should do something difficult. I mean, I think I've already done something. I've kind of eaten the frog, so to speak. I like to get started with email because of my time zone. Being in New Zealand, where most of my clients are in North America, we're a day ahead here, but we are earlier in the day. So I've got emails already piling up with questions and things from clients. So I want to get stuck into that. And so that'll probably take, 30 minutes or so to just kind of clear my inbox and get through those responses. And just to explain a little bit what I'm doing here, and this is something I talk about quite a lot in my personal productivity toolkit, where I talk about how to manage email. As I'm going through my inbox, I'm replying to messages, I'm often taking action, doing whatever the email requires. More importantly, I'm updating my systems. So I just got an email from a client who says he wants to work with us, but he needs to hire someone first before he proceeds. So I'm now jumping into Pipedrive, and I'm going to update Pipedrive to say, right, maybe I follow up in a month and see, has he hired someone ready to start? I'm just setting myself a reminder. I'm updating my Pipedrive, my CRM. Other emails in here require me to create tasks in Asana, so I will jump into Asana, I'll update tasks, I'll put in comments for my team, I'll create new tasks. So the inbox and my email very much feeds my other systems. This, I think, is a really crucial part of running a successful business, is your systems, especially like a CRM and a project management tool, are only as useful as how up to date they are. If you're not updating them, if the tasks are old, if they don't have the latest information, if the CRM is not up to date with where you're at with the deal, they're not as valuable to you. So that's part of this hour or 30 minutes that I'm doing now, getting through my inbox, is I'm really doing a dance between my email, Asana, and Pipedrive, updating everything as I go. And by the way, if you haven't seen my videos on how I use Text Expander, I'll link to some videos up here. Text Expander definitely makes it so much quicker to get through my email in the morning. So if you want to save some time on email, definitely check that out. This is not a paid promotion, although I have done promotions with Text Expander in the past, but love their product, fantastic tool, check it out. Right, it's about 8:30. Next up, we are going to drop Jay at Kindy and go and get a coffee. Let's go. See you later. Can I have a kiss?
Say bye, Dad.
Bye-bye. I'm just going to wait outside. I'm not going to go in because if there's too many of us leaving at once, it can be a bit overwhelming. I don't get to do the Kindy drop-off every day, but maybe 3 days a week or 2 or 3 days a week. And it's really nice because we can go as a family, drop Jay off, get a coffee. And I really like having that flexibility, you know, working from home, having some room in my schedule to be able to do that kind of thing. It's definitely one of my favorite times of the day if I get to do that. And a quick life hack. At our local cafe, we asked to set up a tab. We didn't do this straight away, you know, we only did it after we'd been going to the cafe for a while. We learnt the staff's names and, you know, they saw us coming regularly, and I said, you know, do you mind if we set up a tab? And so now we can just walk in, they know our order, they'll make the coffee and don't have to sort any payment. I'll pay off the tab, you know, every couple of weeks, something like that. And it's great because sometimes I'll be at the back of the queue and they'll see us and they'll just say, you know, is it just you? And they'll just make the coffee. I can stand off to the side, and often I'll get my coffee before anyone else that's, you know, still in the queue. You know, being a bit of the productivity geek that I am, I like looking at opportunities like that in my day for just like, how can I make this a bit quicker and easier? And so, yeah, set up a tab at your coffee shop. So I'm just doing some of my Pipedrive sales follow-ups. I'm working through my Pipedrive activities, following up with people on quotes, proposals, and I'm currently doing a couple of Bonjoro videos. Bonjoro is a service that I use to record a quick video, and I can put a thumbnail into my email. And I use a whiteboard, so I hold up the person's name so that when I'm talking to the webcam, when the video generates that thumbnail, they can see their name in the thumbnail and they're more likely to click and watch the video. So I find this is quite a useful way of doing those follow-ups. It feels more personal and kind of reminding them this is the next step and let me know when you're ready to move forward. So I've been using this service Bonjoro for the last maybe 6 or 9 months, and it's pretty cool. So it's just after 12 o'clock. I had a pretty productive morning, had a few more sales calls and things to sort. I'm going to take a break now and head out for a walk. So I try and get out for a walk most days after lunch. For me, it's just a really nice way of, you know, clearing my head. I don't know, just getting some exercise, getting some air. It's a nice way to just kind of reset, recharge, ready for the afternoon. If I don't, you know, I'm a very active person. I need to be kind of burning off some energy during the day. Otherwise, I'm just sat at my desk all day. If I don't get out, I get a bit sort of claustrophobic being at home because I do work at home. So right now I'm walking through Wainoni Park, and I can do this loop in about 30 minutes. So I leave the house, go up the street a little bit, enter the park. There's a playground over there where the kids can play. Well, we'll take them at the weekends, and there's a pony club here. So there's horses and things for them to have a look at. And yeah, I can do the loop in about 30 minutes, recharge and get ready and get back to work. It's important to schedule time for things like this. If you want to take good breaks throughout the day, especially if you want to like leave your home or office and go for a walk, you need to get these things on your calendar. So I've talked about time blocking countless times in my videos and in podcasts before. So this is a block on my calendar, is having a walk, having lunch, going for a walk. I make sure I carve out this time so I can't be booked with calls, and I'm making time for these habits and routines that I want to follow. Okay, back from my walk, a little bit sweaty. It's tricky weather at the moment where it's quite cold in the morning because it's getting into autumn now, but then it's still really warm during the day. In 15 minutes, I've got a couple more sales calls to do. First, I do want to give Lindsay, one of the contractors on my team, a quick call just to discuss a few things. So I'll do that now, and then I'll get on to a few more sales calls. Okay, heading out for a quick mid-afternoon appointment at the physio, just get my shoulder looked at. If everything's okay, just getting a bit of rehab after a bit of a tight shoulder that I've been dealing with. This is not a normal part of my day, but again, it's good to have a nice flexible routine so you can do these sorts of things. Right, so back from the physio. Man, my arm is really sore after that. That appointment was a bit of a spanner in the afternoon, so I didn't have time to finish a few things that I wanted to. I'm on daddy daycare duty now. Haley's gone to a Pilates appointment, so I'm looking after the kids, and I will then kind of wrap up my day, my work day. When she gets back, I'll finish a couple of emails and bits and pieces that I didn't have time for. But for now, I'm playing with the kids. Is the tripod fun? How are you doing, mister? Oh, that's Daddy's tea. You ready? Woohoo! Can you push Murph for me? Oh, gently.
Do that. Do this bit.
I'm gonna do this one. Okay. Okay, what do you think?
Cool.
Is it good?
Yeah. But you missed one shoe, Dad.
I know, I did a little bit. I coloured in his eye by mistake. That was wrong. Oh dear. Okay, Mum's with the kids now, so I just have a couple of things to finish. It's about 5:30 here. Normally I don't actually work this late, but because that physio appointment just kind of was a bit of a spanner in my afternoon, I do have a few things to finish, and I really don't like leaving any open loops at the end of the day. So what I'm doing now is just going through my inbox, trying to reply to as many of those remaining messages as I can. I've got some pipe drive activities left. If I can't complete all of those, I will bump some of them to tomorrow, but the important thing is I'm not leaving them there to go overdue. So just gonna wrap up my day now. Probably gonna need another sort of half an hour, 45 minutes here. Okay, there we go, wrapped up, all finished for the day. You can see here my Asana inbox is empty. All my tasks are complete. I did get everything done today, but if I didn't have time for everything, I would have just rescheduled those tasks. My pipe drive activities are all done, or again, a couple of things I didn't have time for, I've rescheduled to tomorrow, and my email is empty and I've replied to everything as well. So that's how I like to leave things at the end of the day, with all of the inboxes and everything, my system's nice and clean. I'm gonna end this video here at 6:30. Normally I do not work this late. This is rare for me, so it's interesting that this is the day that I chose to make this video. But normally I finished a bit earlier because I start quite early. I'll be off at the gym in the evening. Gonna go have dinner now, and then evening routine will be getting the kids bathed, into bed, and asleep as soon as we can, and then hopefully have time for an episode of Yellowstone, and then all going well, I'll be going to sleep about 9:30. I'm not a late night kind of person. You see, I get up pretty early, 5:30, so I'll be trying to get to sleep about 9:30 tonight. Thank you for joining me on my daily routine. I hope this was interesting. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment below, and thanks for watching.